Hey Cindy, how's it going? This is Josh Davis. I'm just going over your stuff here that you sent me. I apologize for the mess in the background. I'm in the process of moving my office, and it's just a mess. And so I just wanted to go over your website here. You've got your real estate website, which is good. You've got a hyperlink here that takes you to your home page. Something that I would suggest is making sure that there's a button with your phone number. This phone number here is not clickable, and so it's important. I know you do have a phone number down here, but it's kind of small. And so I always suggest a call to action, like immediately, like call for more info, right? Or call Cindy to set up an appointment, right? That way people can quickly, get a call to that action. And so your website looks pretty good as far as like appearance is concerned, though, and I've got a tool here called Ahrefs, and so it kind of breaks down a website, tells me how the health of the website is doing, what Google kind of gives it as far as a score. You've got a domain rating as a 0, and it's just because of the number of domains that you have here referring to you. They're not giving you any power, and you're not ranking for a lot of keywords. You only have 2 keywords here, it seems, or 3, I guess, or I guess it's technically 2 to your name, Cindy Wood Realty, right? And so, but other than that, if we go to the overview on it, it's showing that you don't have any organic traffic. You do have a pay-per-click campaign, I guess, going on for Google with homes for sale in St. Jacob, Illinois. Not a bad keyword to go after. I also have a client that is a real estate agent in O'Fallon. You might be familiar with him, but his name's Steve Elbrake, and so I've been working on his SEO for a bit now, and we brought up his referring domains to 196, and he's got a domain rating of 26. This is out of 100, and it kind of is just like a rating that you get. This grows over time as long as you have a healthy growth of backlinks. And so he's ranking for 394 keywords, and he's got approximately 69 people coming to his site. And so I've only been doing SEO work for maybe a month or 2, and so we still have some time to go before we actually rank as keywords, because we're trying to do like homes for sale in O'Fallon, Illinois, right? 700 people look for that. Houses for sale in O'Fallon, Illinois, 1,000 people look for that, right? So we're really trying to grow that. He's gone up 17 positions in like the last month for that, gone up 10 positions for that to get on the first page, almost to the first page of Google. And so, but now if we go to Southern Illinois, PA, right, that this site right here, this is not a very good site. It needs to be rebuilt badly. But this is their health profile. They've got a domain rating of 1.3 with just 2 referring domains and only 2 organic keywords and 0 traffic. They're not getting any traffic. And then we've got another public adjuster, gatewayadjusters.com. I don't know how these guys rate against you guys. The website's not terrible. It's just outdated, and it's it needs quite a bit of work. It's not secure either, which is a big problem. I make sure all my websites are considered secure because Google likes that, and it's just good for cybersecurity. So now if we go to their keywords, Gateway Adjusters, they're getting about 6 people to their website per month, which isn't terrible, I guess. But I want to go and show you like a good example of somebody in Illinois, and we've got this public adjuster here, harrisclaimservices.com, and so call to action, good phone number here, Better Business Bureau. They've got a lot of content. I like to see that, right? They've got a Q&A, claims adjustments, repairs and restorations, right? It's incredible how much content they have, which is good. They actually need a lot of work still. They're only ranking for 113 keywords. They're getting 33 people to their website on average per month, but that only goes so far. I can easily beat them for the state of Illinois to get their traffic. The thing is, I don't know how far you go, right? And so there's not a lot of localized traffic per cities. We would still want to focus on localized traffic just in case somebody does make a search and we get indexed for those keywords. But other than that, there's a lot of things that these guys aren't doing that they should be doing. Like, for example, Roof repair, Belleville, Illinois. Why is somebody looking for roof repair, Belleville, Illinois? Well, 20 people on average per month are looking for that, right? They've obviously got some roofing damage. I wonder what could it be, right? Oh, they probably need a public adjuster out there to see whether or not it was caused by a recent storm damage, right? And so we want to get in front of these people here. We want to make sure that, when somebody searches for that, or roofing companies, Belleville, Illinois, right? 50 people search for that, right? And so roofing companies, Belleville, Illinois, why do people look for a roofing company? Because something's wrong with their roof. So we got to create content for that on your public adjuster site to be able to get in front of these people so that they call you, right, to be able to, get you out there to see if you can't, help them with their insurance claim, right? So we have to sell people initially on things that happen, right? Storm damage is just another one. I don't know. Storm damage near me is another keyword that 1,200 people search for that, but that's not location specific. So if we do storm damage, say Belleville, Illinois, 0 to 10 people per month. It could be higher, but on average, it's 0 to 10 people are looking for that per month, right? So if we do, let's just see storm damage. I know you're only licensed probably in Illinois, but St. Louis, Missouri, storm damage, right? There's 30 people in St. Louis that search for that, right? And so these are just some information, some things that I look for whenever I'm searching for, like, what would be a good way to target people, right? You want to get in front of people who've got damage to their house, right? And like, we would create a blog post about, hey, do you have hail damage in, Belleville, Illinois, or do you have hail damage in O'Fallon, Illinois, right? You should have a public adjuster come out and provide you with, some, assistance in filing a claim, right? And explain to them why that's important. And so we would do that via website, via a blog post, right? And so just for an example, this page here was ranking from Harris Claim Services. That's how I found them. Public adjuster in Illinois, what you need to know, right? Everything you need to know about a public adjuster in Illinois. Property owners' rights for claims and cancellations, right? They've got an entire blog post dedicated to this topic, right? And this is a lot of content. So we would have to do something like this, but better, right? So, I mean, they've got a lot of content. They've got a lot of stuff going for them. It's just that they're not, they're not going after some of the keywords that I would expect them to go after, right? And so if you want to talk more or have a deep dive, we can do a Zoom conversation as well. You would ask a question as well about like a YouTube video on like explaining what you do in your business. My company does provide that as a service as far as creating YouTube videos. It's a little bit different than that. It's a little bit more generic, but it's focused more on like, local search volume per specific area that we're targeting. And so, but I can send you a link of an example to one of my clients of their YouTube video that I created for them for their advertising purposes. And so we just created the video too, so it doesn't have a lot of views, but hopefully it will eventually. And so if you have any questions, feel free to give me an email, call, or you can call me on the phone as well. And then we can also do a Zoom deep dive if that would help kind of figure out some directions that you want to go, right? And then whenever we get a good idea of the directions that you want to go, figure out your why, right? Why you want to do this, right? Then we can put together like a kind of like an attack plan going forward. And so let me know what you think. Thanks.